Good evening, I'm Coleman Drew.
And I'm Samantha Souza. This is the Great Wide Way Report.
And now for Broadway's top news stories. The eagerly awaited revival of A Little Night Music began previews November 24th at the Walter Kerr Theater. This marks Oscar winner Catherine Zeta-Jones' Broadway debut.
Can you believe she gets top billing over Angela Lansbury?
They were billed equally. It goes Catherine Zeta-Jones and then Angela Lansbury.
No. In the playbill, Catherine comes before Angela.
They probably did it by alphabetical order.
Zeta-Jones?
By first name.
Shrek the Musical, based on the hit DreamWorks film, will make its final performance January 3rd, 2010.
I wonder who's responsible for making all these Broadway shows close.
Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Carrie, the short-lived cult musical about a girl with telekinesis, received a star-studded stage reading in Manhattan November 20th.
The cast included Maren Maisie as Mrs. White and Molly Ranson as Carrie, with Sutton Foster, Diana DeGarmo, Jen Damiano, and Matt Doyle rounding out the cast.
We are both so excited this is getting a second look. I mean, come on, a girl with supernatural powers being scorned on her prom night and then going apeshit crazy on everybody. Proms are fun. Didn't you win prom queen at your prom?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, sorry, Cassie.
Casting has been announced for the upcoming revival of Promises, Promises. Tony and Emmy winner Kristen Chenoweth will play Secretary Fran Kubelik. Will and Grace star and Emmy winner Sean Hayes will play the eager executive Chuck Baxter, a role originated by the beloved Jerry Orbach.
Yeah, because when I think of Jerry Orbach...
You're going out there a youngster, but you've got to come back a star.
I think of this.
I have met... Are you ready for this, Mr. Right? Well, Mr. Right now, anyway. But good night, folks. I'm here all week. Jack 2000!
And now for our new segment, See It, Don't See It.
See it, don't see it, go see it, see it, don't see it, go see it, see it, don't see it, go see that show.
Alright, first is The Understudy, which is playing off-Broadway at Laura Pell's Theater. Basically, Justin Kirk of TV's Weeds plays the understudy of Zach Morris, otherwise known as Mark Paul Gosselaar, who plays an action star who gets cast in the play solely for his commercial value.
A steady rain!
It's actually a really awesome voyeuristic view of the put-in rehearsal process.
Oh, and we get to meet this neurotic stage manager, played by the incomparable Julie White. Brilliant.
Yeah, and then madness ensues. I really thought that Mark Paul Gosselaar had an amazing... This is his first play, and I can't wait to see him in another one.
Oleanna is a drama about the misconceptions between teacher and student. Now, this show has the potential to glue you to your seat if you're able to get over Julia Stiles' one-note approach and Mamet's theory that his pen is mightier than the sword. Bill Pullman gives a kind of decent performance, but with Mamet's really wordy style, it kind of gets confused. What?
What do you mean by...
Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean, I don't want to just say... I mean, it's your review. Go.
It's my review, but please, if you don't understand, please speak up.
I just don't understand what you're talking about.
I'm trying
by Mamet style.
Mamet style is very stop and go.
Oh, okay. Okay, continue. I get it now.
It's closing in January, so you might as well.
See it! Did you just rape me? In the Next Room or The Vibrator play. Okay, the most interesting thing about this play is the title. Yes, you do get to see Michael Servers using an actual vibrator on people for the entire 2.5 hours. And yes, it is funny sometimes, and performances are good for the most part. But honestly, this play itself is overwrought, mismatched, weird, and exceedingly long.
Much like Michael Servers' penis.
Which you do see at the end of the play, which could be the payoff for staying that long.
I could do so many things with that sentence.
Pass!
Superior Donuts. This show stars the great Michael McKean and a brilliant newcomer, John Michael Hill. Now, as far as performances go, if I had to choose between an old-fashioned or a freshly baked, most likely is going to win a Tony Award, chocolate donut, I'd pick the chocolate.
But overall, we think that this play could have used a few more sprinkles, but it is a Tracy Let's Play, so go see it! A Steady Rain. Do you want Hugh Jackman and Daniel Craig to stand 5 feet away from you for 90 minutes? Then go see A Steady Rain. Do you want a brand new play with great sets, dead-on Chicago accents, and an interesting plot? Then don't see A Steady Rain. Pass! Love Child. Okay, I first saw this last year at primary stages, and now it's at New World stages, and it's even better. Everybody who's an actor needs to go see this because it is the definition of the craft. But if you are not an extremely deft theater goer,
You know who you are.
then don't see it. So, see it!
With caution. My first time. Everyone has a story about their first time, so why not spend an evening hearing about others? Now, this vagina monologue-like show tells real tales about real people getting it on. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll feel uncomfortable. All the things you felt when you lost your V-card. So,
See it!
with protection.
Wishful Drinking. Delicious is all that comes to mind when thinking of this one-woman show starring Carrie Fisher. She chronicles her life, and she's so brutal and honest. Most of that shit, though, is pretty fucked up. I was laughing the entire time, and this is definitely one of those shows I recommend going to intoxicated. I mean, what?
Journal? I have a funny feeling we're not on Broadway anymore.
Oh,
Now I know we're not on Broadway.
are you a good revival or a bad revival?
Who, me? I'm Brighton Beach Memoirs by Neil Simon.
Oh, well, I'm a little muddled.
If you please, could you tell me who that is?
Oh, that's your companion show, Broadway Bound. She never even got on her feet.
Oh my, shows like me come and go so quickly here.
1 year after making theater history with a very limited engagement at the Circle in the Square Theater, the cast and creative team of Glory Days came out with a
Wait. Don't you mean Glory Day?
Ironically, no. Anyway, the cast of Glory Days came out with a CD, and the cast and creative team signed it at their party on November 23rd. Anybody who was there who got one is sure to make a shit ton of money on eBay!
Well, that does it for this episode of The Great White Way Report. I'm Coleman Drew.
And I'm Samantha Souza. Check back with us next time for more Broadway updates.
And remember, break a leg, Broadway! There's no place like Broadway. There's no place like Broadway. There's no place like Broadway.